Going on, everybody? I know it's been a while since I made a video, at least a month. It's been at least a month since I actually made a video. I had a lot going on in this month. I had two kids graduate in the same week. My son graduated here with me. My daughter graduated in Detroit, so I had to go back to Detroit for her graduation. On top of that, I bought a house. So moving and still working as much as humanly possible. Well, I did take a week off for the graduations, but since I've been back, I've been working every day. So right now, my job ramped up, so we're working a lot of hours. And of course, I just spent a whole lot of money, so it's time to get some of my money back, get the bank back right. But in any case, if you like any of my videos, subscribe to my videos, hit the like button, make comments, hit the notification bell. I'm gonna start back posting more videos of different things that I do to my vehicles or car stuff or just whatever. I'm back in the gym heavy, so I may start posting stuff for me going to the gym, if that's something people want to see. Just my overall lifestyle, just everything. I don't want to make my channel just one-dimensional. I want to make my channel pretty much about everything that I do that people may find interesting. I don't know, but I'm gonna put out there what I do. I do a lot of work to get my cars myself. I believe in that, you know, a DIY person. I like to do things myself that I can do, that I have tools capable to do. Some stuff, if I don't have it, I'll go buy it because I like the experience of doing it myself. I do a lot of stuff to homes as well, wall mount TVs, light fixtures, switches. I do all that kind of stuff too. So I said I'll start making videos about that, about different things that I want to do on that note for people who may not know but may be interested in learning. In any case, this video is about my wiper motor on my truck. I will be installing a new wiper motor. My wiper motor been acting up a lot. Sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't. You know, and it's horrible when it's, because you only need it when it's raining, right? So it'll be raining, it'll stop working. I gotta wiggle some wires and stuff like that to get it to work. I replaced the wire harness and it still was bad. So I say it's a 20-year-old truck. Maybe it's just time to replace the wiper motor. It makes a buzzing sound, a humming sound, so I know it's getting power when it's not working. It's just not actuating it to turn. I'm not sure if it's, you know, the motor part of it is getting it seizing up and then freeing up, or what the issue exactly is. But the pump is so cheap that I said, what the hell, why not replace it, right? It only costs about $50 on Amazon. So that's what I'm going to do. So stay tuned if you want to watch this video. Again, subscribe, like, comment, and I keep posting videos in a minute. All right. So of course I had to do it the hard way, but there's a few steps I did want to show you. I had to remove quite a few bolts. Move this cover off, this little plastic shielding right here. You take that bolt out right there, and then you remove this out the way. As you see, you just got a tab at the top. Lift up, pull it out, and that gives you access to another bolt, which is right here. And then you got two more bolts on this side of the vehicle. You got one here, and you got one here. Now that's as far as I can go for this side, because theoretically this whole thing supposed to come off. I don't want to break anything, so I'm going to do it the proper way. Now, people who didn't know, to get this to get this wiper arm off, as you can see, you just push this tab out with a flathead. Well, first you lift up on it. That makes the tab pop out easy. No pressure on it. See, the tab came out. Once the tab come out, you can let it down, and you should be able to just pull it out. Now, of course, it don't always go that smooth, so I had to use a pry bar and pry on it to get it out. And that's what I'm going to do. Well, not a pry bar, I'm gonna use a flathead. Same flathead I use to pull the tab out. It's kind of hard because I got to lean on the car to do it. I don't have a lot of visibility. There you go. Took a little bit of work, but you'll get it. Like I say, it's an old truck. I hope you got to see that. Now, as you can see, I got both of them off. That's probably the hardest part, is getting those off, or should be the hardest part. Now I got to take the rest of the bolts out, which may be about 3 more Phillip head screw bolts. You don't want to mix these two. This is the driver's side. This is the passenger side. I really shouldn't be laying them on my convertible top, but as long as it don't get damaged, I mean, just laying some stuff on top ain't gonna hurt it, right? This is my car, so do what I want. So I'm gonna take them other 3 bolts off. I'm gonna take this cover off, and then I'm gonna get back to the video in a minute. Ooh, that lightning sounds something serious. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but it is a nice rumble. Nice rumble. All right, we're gonna move on to the second stage of this video so I can get this shit done, so I can go get me something to eat and enjoy my day, right? I got this loose, so all I gotta do is pull it up and out of the way. Oh, can you see that? Well, as you can see, I pulled that up and out of the way. I don't have to take it completely off the car and remove it. I can at this point, because all I gotta do is go to this side over here and pop it up. But I don't have a lot of space over here. I'm real tight in this garage, but let's see. Oh, there's one more screw I didn't even take out in this corner, I see. That's what's holding it. But I'm gonna leave that screw in because I don't need the whole thing off anyway. I just need to access that port right there. So I just lift it up and out the way. As you can see, the washer lines, that's the windshield washer fluid goes through there and pumps out into the 2 little brackets that they go into. So I don't have to disconnect any of that stuff. But if I wanted to take this loose, I would have to take that 1 screw over there out, and I would have to disconnect, flip it, and disconnect those windshield washer fluid lines from that, remove it completely from the car, then begin to work. But like I say, you don't have to, because I'm only got to access this area right here, and now I have full access to it. So let's continue. You can see if I lift it up on it, I can access it very easily. Now let's see what size bolts they are. Of course, they probably a 10. Let me grab my ratchet. Grab my ratchet. Extension. Let's see if I can get it with this. I gotta take the bolts all the way out. Just loosening. But the main thing is remembering the position, because they are on like a slide clamp setup. And you want to remember what position they are in and which one goes to what. The left side or the driver's side goes on the top ball, passenger side goes on the smaller ball. Once you loosen them up enough, you should be able to just kind of pop it back. I mean, slide them off, shall I say. I hate for it to fall all the way down in there, but I think I'm gonna have a choice on that. All right, I got the driver's side slid off. I'm gonna loosen this a little more. Passenger side don't want to come off. I gotta loosen it a lot. And that one is off. And there you go. Now it is out of the vehicle. As you can see, I finally got it off. The same setup as the new one. The bottom one is for the passenger side, or the passenger side. The top one is for the driver's side. So you put the passenger side on first, snug it, put the driver's side on, snug it. And like I said, all this stuff got to be in sync and aligned so your wipers don't go too far away, you know, one way or the other. But we're going to get to that during installation. But the part is completely off. Now I'm going to install the new one and hope that it goes smooth as I would like for it to go. Get that on. That on. I'm gonna tighten them up. Right. Shit. Gotta be able to see right. Snug tight. Snug tight. That is the bottom. I need to loosen them other two. Take that tension off the line, off the wiper. Making sure they go back in the same position it was previously in. Then tighten it. Using the marks where the nuts location was at as a reference. It may need to change, I'm not sure yet. Now that is on. Now to bolt it back up. My 310s. Tricky slide. start one, and then start the other one. I can't hand start, it's too much in the way. So I'm gonna have to put the socket on it and start it. And start the bottom one. Shit. My socket, I'm gonna have to fish that out. Didn't hit the ground. Alright. Alright, all three of them are snug, so I can go ahead and tighten them all the way down now. Back. Yeah, socket fell, the wrench fell way down in there. We'll tighten these on up. You don't have to get crazy tight, just a nice snug fit. Of course, they got specs on it. Get torque down to this, that. A good snug fit to keep it from falling off. You ain't gotta put your back into it, just nice and snug. That, then I'm gonna go ahead and plug it in too. All right. Now theoretically that's connected. Well, I ain't gonna say theoretically, that is connected. I'm gonna put this black panel piece back on. Now I'm gonna turn the wiper on to where it's in the home position. So that way when I put the wipers on, I'll be putting them on in the home position, and then they should, every time they take off, they should be going to the same spot. I'll show you what I mean by that. Get my tools out the way they fall in that way. nothing is hidden. I may have to start the car so make sure nothing is in the way. I don't have no issues, right? So I'm gonna show you the video. I'm gonna pause it here. I'm gonna show more once I install it. I wanna make sure that nothing is hidden back there. And I wanna, like I said, I wanna turn the wiper on and then turn it to home so it can go to its home state, and then I can finish assembly. All right, I'm gonna get back to the video. I didn't wanna pass up another important part. After I took the other arm off, I went on ahead and took the other 3 bolts out on the passenger side of the vehicle, and I can lift the whole middle piece up and out, and I can go ahead and continue on with unbolting the motor, putting the other motor in place, and putting it back together. Now, for an experienced person, this may take an hour to an hour and a half. Novice to beginner, it may take longer, but I'm giving you a tip to how you can do it yourself, and you ain't got to go pay no shop. I had a shop, and I would probably charge maybe a couple $100 to do something like this on the labor only, just because of the amount of time it does take. Like I said, it can take up to an hour and a half. For an experienced person, 2 hours, and this is without you running into any problems. You know, like mechanic life is, sometimes you run into problems. So you can save yourself $200 just by watching this video, because I'm showing you how to do it yourself. I'm doing it in my garage with hand tools. All you need is basic tools, a short Phillip head, real stubby. And let me show you what I mean by stubby. I mean like this stubby, because you need to be able to fit in little tight places, and they easy to unscrew. So a little bit of pressure. This is even a cheap one, but it still got this rubber on here for grip to take the bolts loose. Like I said, you got this cover. Removing this cover accesses another bolt. Removing this cover accesses another bolt, so you got to remove that too. And remove the wiper arms. I showed you how to do that. This tab, you take that tab, pop that tab, pull the wiper arm up, pop that tab out, and then just put a little pressure and pulling on it with the flathead, and that comes right out. Keep them separate. This is driver's side, that is passenger side. Driver's side is the shorter one, passenger side is the longer one. It's all like important stuff. My garage light keep going now. There we go, gotta trip it. All right, now let me switch the camera so you can see the other part. All right, we finally getting to the end of this video. I done ate up 1,000 fucking mosquitoes. Make sure I get some insect repellent when I'm out here working. But in case you was curious about the urn, I did run into, I wouldn't say I ran into an issue, but I had to make an adjustment. That's why I said it's best to, once you get it on, before you put this plastic cover back on, you turn the wipers on and then turn them back so they go back to the home position so you can make sure. Now when I turned them on, I had binding. Well, I heard something go clunk and it stopped. So I cut it back off immediately because I didn't want to burn out the motor that I just got. And I noticed that once this arm fell, it was out of sync with the other one. So I just took the top one loose, because this is one for the top notch. I took it loose, I swung it around, and then I bolted it back on. Now doing that keeps this aligned. Now as you can see, this has a notch in it. So that's beautiful, because you can't put them on wrong. But this has a notch in it. It slides down on that notch, and this clamp piece locks. That's what locks it in place. But these notches need to be facing the same direction. So this notch was over here. That's why I heard that it seized up. So these notches got to be facing the same direction. As you can see on here, it's faced that way. Down there you can't see it, but it's faced pretty much the same way. As long as these facing in the same direction, you shouldn't have a problem. Go ahead, and I already put all the pieces back on here. I just snapped all of this back in place. I'm gonna go ahead and put these arms back on, and I should be good to go. I mean, it just stopped raining, but I can wash my hands, I can go get something to eat, and I can relax before I go to work. So there you go. Wiper arm install, things to do, things not to miss, and what you need to know.